All righty. Good evening, everyone. My name is Maria Williams, and I'm excited to be able to introduce our guest speaker today that is going to talk about from the law of attraction, how to attract our perfect business partner. Like, we have never had this topic, and we need this topic so badly, right? Because how can we grow this business faster and easier? Will attract the perfect person. And what are those qualities? What are you looking for? So Marcy is going to walk us through this. Marcy Steiner is a Pro 9 in our business. She's amazing. She's from Maryland. She's a mom, a wife. She's a holistic healer, Reiki master, life coach, animal communicator, and with a strong nutritional background. She's also been in executive corporate in business, right? So she has this business mind, but also this holistic healing, natural side of her that is so beautiful and so amazing. So we love the two sides of Marcy. She's been in the telecommunication industry. That's where she had her corporate job. But she's also been very successful network marketer for over 25 years. And we are blessed to have her in our business because the value she brings, the heart she brings, and she's always willing to talk to anyone and help anyone. So I'm just super excited that we have her tonight to help us with this topic that is just it's really needed and that we all want to hear from. So Marcy, I'm going to zip it and turn it to you. So take as much time as you need. It's being recorded, so go for it, girl.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Maria, for your beautiful servant heart and for just taking action on everything that it is that you're imagining. And you are an inspiration. Carrie Williams, what an inspiration. I see so many beautiful leaders on the Zoom tonight. I know more are going to be watching later that all said yes. And it wasn't by accident. Somebody actually a group of people came together and created this incredible vision. And one person said yes that led to other yeses. And that's how we ended up here, wherever we are in this place and time together this evening or later on when you'll watch this. It's amazing the power of our yes. It's amazing the power of our vision and taking action. And so what I want to talk about tonight is some tools that we can use to leverage our yes, right? When we start our business, one of the first things we do is we answer those three questions. What do we want? Why do we want it? And what are we willing to do to get it? And that what do you want question is all about vision. Maybe you've heard that saying that whatever your mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. We are writing our lives. We are writing our stories, and it's all about creativity. It's all about, if you've heard about fear getting in the way, I call that negative imagination. What we're talking about is positive imagination. We're talking about creation. You said yes to building this business, and this is a new year, new fresh start. You get to write the story of your life and your business, and it all happens with what's in the mind. Now, I don't want to get too woo-woo because I think we could, but at the same time, I think I'm trying to share this with you in a way tonight that you can share with others, because there is an energy that exists on this planet that's a part of all of us. And whenever something shifts inside of me, then something shifts inside of other things around me, right? We are all created. We're made up of energy. We're whatever I'm thinking, I'm putting off an energy. And the law of attraction says, law of attraction, that you will always attract positive or negative, people and circumstances that are in harmony with your dominant thoughts. Whatever you think about, you attract into your life. So it doesn't matter whether it's your thoughts are on what you want or what you don't want. The universe is going to, almost like a gigantic genie, like remember the little genie in the bottle, right? Big universal genie that's bending down saying, your wish is my command. So it's really important to think about what you want to bring about, to focus on what you want, because the law of concentration, and laws are laws. There's no, these are, you can't dispute this. Whatever we focus on grows. Whatever we focus on and put energy into, that grows into our reality. So tonight I want to talk about two tools. One of them is actually creating a way for you to feed your mind and your life that you're writing with your vision. And it happens by making what we call treasure maps or dream boards. And then I'm going to talk about attracting your perfect business partners. So I hope that's okay for me to touch on that, Maria, before we get into the attraction plan. Vision boards or treasure maps, this is what I want you guys to write down. When you create a vision board or a treasure map, you are actually creating the life that you would love to have. We are literally going to cut up words or symbols, images, that whether it's, it could be something small like a pair of shoes that you want, or a house or a car that you want. It could be a feeling that you want. It could be anything that you want. We're going to create that. We're going to put it into material by sticking it on a board. And then when we look at that image, it's actually putting it back into our subconscious mind so that we can manifest it. This is a tool to take what it is that we want to manifest, put it in a visual way in front of us so that it goes back into our subconscious like a circle, and we end up manifesting through the use of our unconscious mind, if that makes sense. So there are lots of different ways to make a treasure map. And by the way, yesterday was National Vision Board Day, and that's why I was excited about sharing this with you guys. Who would have known? Yeah, so I'm excited to be talking about this with you guys. So there are multiple ways. One of the ways that you can create what we call a treasure map or a dream board is to take the images, and I realized when Maria was setting up the thing, I was like, oh, I don't think I'll be able to share my screen with you guys, but if you could see the dining room, well, it's okay, because I changed after you said you were doing, don't worry about it. Anyway, if you can see my dining room, it's covered with images. I've got them all over. I've got them on this big board that I use this format as a guide, and I'm just going to hold this up, and I think you'll be able to see it pretty easily. It's taking the board and dividing it into quadrants, where you have the top right as anything that's physical. Underneath that is mental. Then we have to the left bottom part of your board, emotional, and the top right, spiritual. Where the physical quadrant is where you put pictures of your ideal physical self, with all the qualities and attributes that are going to optimize the quality of your life, like things that relate to health, vitality, exercise, nutrition. And the mental quadrant are things like money, signs that draw in, pictures of money, things that represent abundance for you, power words or phrases that you recognize that will just positively impact your life because you hold them, like keep holding them in your mind. Okay? Hopefully
hold it up a little bit more so we can see it. Yes. All right. There you go. Perfect.
Perfect. Okay. Great. And then you have the spiritual quadrant. You've got the spiritual quadrant, which is the, basically it's words or symbols that are real for you that have to do with the infinite. So whether it's a rainbow or it's Christ or it's Buddha or it's love, whatever it is, that is what you want to put in that quadrant. Now that may or may not work for you. What's up, Maria?
All right, I'm going to have to stop you because this is crazy. Well, I didn't even know you were going to say that about the spiritual. And so I just had, because my vision board is over here and I'll show it to you at the end, but I just had this thing. I'm Catholic, so I just had this thing to get an image of the Blessed Mother. And I was Google images, look. I'm going to print out an image and kind of put it there because I always kind of pray for her to protect me.
Yeah.
And you're saying this and I just got goosebumps because this is what I was doing, not even knowing what you were going to do.
Awesome. That's so great. So, in terms of, I love that Maria said that. It actually reminds me, getting ready, preparing yourself to do your vision board, super easy. I recommend double-sided tape. You can also get glue, but oh my gosh, this is like amazing, this double-sided tape. Scissors, you got to have lots of magazines. What you might find is a great way to get magazines. Go to some doctor's offices or places that have like hair salons or things where they usually just recycle all those. Just ask them if they have any extras they could donate to you, so you don't have to go out and buy a lot of magazines. Just a great way to get it. And then my husband bought me a little Polaroid camera and some film. I didn't use that in my current vision board, but there are a lot of apps that can customize. So in other words, like if you want a specific car, you could take a picture of a car that you want, and then you could actually put your face inside the car. So you can take it as far as you want, but you're feeding that back into you. There are several other kinds of vision boards, and I want to just go through these with you, and then I'm gonna show you some examples as well, and then we're gonna get into the attraction plan. So I have to speed it up. Vision boards. All right, here's one type of vision board. It's the one that's called I know exactly what I want vision board. Okay? This is a perfect vision board to do if you're really clear about what you desire, if you want to change your environment or your surroundings, or if there's specific things that you want to manifest in your life, like a new home or taking your business to the next rank or whatever it is that you are very clear, that's the vision board. And then what you do is to create this vision board, you clear you with a clear desire in mind. I'm just going to read you the directions. Set out looking for the exact pictures which create your vision. That's like where you want to have yourself in that exact car and your picture in it. If you want a house by the water, then get out that picture of a house that really represents what you want. Get really specific, okay? Now, here's the second kind of vision board. The opening and allowing vision board. This one is a board that you do if you're not exactly clear about what you want, or if you've been in a period of depression or grief. You have a vision of what you want, but you're not certain about something. You're just not clear about something. You've got this idea, but it's not crystallized for you. Or you know that you want to change in a certain area of your life, but you're not sure how that's going to happen. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to go through the magazine, and I want you to start going through, and if there's an image that you see or a word that you see that evokes a feeling that just, you don't even have to make sense of it. If it's something that is really speaking to you, that's opening up your heart, that's giving you a yes, don't even force yourself to explain or analyze why it's important. Just pull that out. A lot of times going through that process, just like Maria just had a synchronicity, sometimes the process of the opening, allowing vision board and making that can bring you clarity just in making the board. There are gifts that are going to be there for you as you go through this process. So just know, in fact, I did one whole big, I have a big one, went to the arts and crafts store and didn't just get a regular foam board. A lot of people use poster board. I personally love foam board because it gives it more structure, and I like to stick my board up in my office or have it in front of me so I can look at it in the morning and at night, and just have it in front of me all the time so I can keep feeding those images into my subconscious and keep me focused on what I want. In fact, it's a great thing to always be asking ourselves if we're going in the direction, or if the things that we're doing are leading us in the direction of what we really want in our lives. So having those images is a great way to keep yourself on track through 2019 as well. So when you're doing this opening and allowing, don't judge yourself, just create the images. I mean, bring the images that are evoking a feeling and allow yourself to kind of go with it, because you're going to find that you might not even be able to make sense of it now. It just might become clear later on, and it's good enough. I'm telling you, this is a really good thing to do. Okay, and then the last type of board is called a themed vision board. And the themed vision board is something, if you have like a special event, like you have a birthday coming up, or you've got something, your New Year's resolution, or like, for example, specific goal you have in your business. You can make one vision board that's just around that one specific event or specific goal. And maybe you have multiples of those. Dollar store, a lot of times, by the way, has vision boards that are like this size. So they're great for $1. Why not? Get really clear. So I hope that that's really helpful for you guys. I wish I could probably pick my thing up and show you my big one. But what I did is I used the quadrants and did a big vision board. And when I looked at it, all of those images were absolutely things that I was looking to manifest in different areas of my life, but I wasn't getting the feeling that I wanted to get to drive my actions in 2019. So I decided I would do an opening and allowing board for myself. And I don't want to go through, but I will say it's a great activity to pair up with an accountability partner, or maybe have a small little group where you are connecting with other people in your business, other business owners that are kind of like-minded, or where you are, like almost someone who can be running with you in 2019 and hold the space with you for your vision. Maybe it's someone in your support team, maybe it's someone in your cross-line partner, but to be able to just go through and have those things. I'm not going to go through, but just to give you an idea of, like what a vision board can look like. Yours can be different than mine. It's very unique. I mean, mine's not done. It's going to have some gratitude stones being hot glued all around it with sunflowers, because that just really brings me happiness, and focusing on what I have is what I know is going to be fertilizer for manifesting everything else that I'm envisioning for this year. So let your creativity come out, but doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, leave your perfection at home. Have fun with it though, because it's an amazing tool, and you guys can have and be and do anything, absolutely anything you want. You just have to be able to conceive it and know, if you don't believe it, maybe this is a tool that can help you, just by putting it back in and affirming every day that you're worthy of it and that it's already happened. It's already happened. You're just taking the actions so that you're meeting up with what you know has already happened. It's already happened. So I want to move on to, and maybe, I don't know if you can you see chats on here or no?
I can. I did have someone text me a question on emotional, the emotional quadrant. Did you talk about what goes into the emotional quadrant? Well, can you repeat it? Doesn't matter. Can you just tell us what goes into the
emotional quadrants, the bottom left. Maybe I didn't put appropriate affirmations on the treasure map. So that's like a place where you put words, right? These are things like, how can I say? What goes there are things that you really are affirming in your life. Like, it's just a strong things that when you put them there, they are evoking that emotional like response. It's
So
you're
like
really
love. So like love or joy. You want more joy
yeah, I
in
mean,
your
I can
life.
tell you like I put new attitude and joy. Yes, I can relax. The time is now. Let's see, what else do I have? Open. I'm just being, things like that. Like whatever it is that you want to affirm has already happened, put it there in that emotional quadrant. Okay. So I want to move on to attracting the perfect business partner. And I'm actually, gosh, there's so many things I want to talk to you guys about. It's crazy. We can run around and get bananas in this business, sifting and sorting. And when it comes to looking for our perfect business partners, we might be the kind of leader that is out going everywhere. And I want to invite you to lead from a place of being centered and being that, like, almost being a magnet. I want you to know that you can literally be a magnet to your whatever it is that you want to manifest in your life. You can attract it. Sometimes when I get clear on my perfect business partner, I actually will focus on this plan that I'm going to share with you. I'll read it, focus it, and then I almost picture, and you can come up with whatever works for you, but do you know what happens, how you have to kind of turn the knob to open up a safe? I envision that I'm turning a knob on me that's increasing my attractor factor. Okay, so you can make yourself more powerful in terms of magnetizing yourself by keeping yourself really clean and clear and healthy and balanced and doing things like eating and drinking and getting dressed so that you're attractive, like just really taking care of yourself and being balanced. That is going to make you more attractive. Think about it when you leave your house. If you're all rushed and hurried and running all over, then you could be running up and down, and those that are trying to find you might, it's kind of like, I like to think about a meditation that I do sometimes that I'll share with you. Invite you guys right now to just close your eyes. Okay, imagine for a minute a lighthouse that's grown impatient, waiting for boats to come to its shore and sprouting arms and legs. It begins running up and down the beach, waving its arms, doing its best to catch the attention of all the boats. What would happen then to the boats relying on this consistent, steady light of the lighthouse? They'd crash on the rocks, and the boats, they would still ignore the light of the frantic lighthouse. So ask yourself, as a conscious entrepreneur, are you being the lighthouse, standing securely on the shore, attracting the ships like your perfect business partners and perfect subscribing customers? Are you attracting them to your strong, consistent light? Are you running up and down the beach frantically looking for ships or your partners and customers to notice you? So open your eyes, and what we're going to do right now is we're going to come up with a plan so that you're not frantic and running up and down, that you can just be that light when you're online making friends on Facebook, or if you're in a store making friends with people in the coffee shop or wherever you are going throughout your life as you're expanding your network and attracting people into your business. Just know if you are that lighthouse, it will happen with ease and grace. So there are going to be 4 questions that I'm going to give you through this process. I'm going to invite you to just take a piece of paper, any paper. I don't have a blank one with me, but take it and fold it lengthwise. If you want to do this later, you can do this later, but maybe you'll write the directions down now, and you'll want to go back and work on this at a later date. But you'll fold it lengthwise like this, almost like a little brochure that you're making for yourself. And on the outside of the front cover, I want you to write this question. What are and by the way, you can use this attraction plan to bring in anything into your life. I share this with my team. I know Kathleen Trost did it to attract the perfect buyer of her house, and it all manifested within 30 days. It was crazy. So whatever it is, I used it to attract my perfect housekeeper, whatever it is that you want to attract. But let's talk about business partners. Right on the first question, what are the qualities, attributes, and characteristics of my perfect business partner? What are the qualities, attributes, and characteristics of my perfect business partner? Now, what I would say to you guys is I want to encourage you guys to be very comprehensive. A lot of times people won't give this the full energy and time that it requires, because maybe you look at the business partners that you have and then you're like, I've got great partners, but why, nobody can afford to go to South Carolina with me. Well, look at your list, because maybe you want to put on your qualities or characteristics that my perfect business partners have all the resources they need to travel. They've got the freedom to leave and travel to build their business. So here are some things that I have on my list. I'll share with you just so you have some examples. If there are things that I say that resonate with you, write them down. But your perfect business partners are not going to be my perfect business partners necessarily. Sometimes the things that make up your perfect business partners, the qualities and characteristics, may complement who you are as an individual. So for me, maybe I'm not techie or detail oriented sometimes. I might want someone to partner up with who is. So be thinking like a business owner when you think about the qualities. Open-minded, honest, optimistic, sincere, persistent, visionary, successful network marketer, embraces network marketing model of distribution. Characteristics: likes to party, has prosperity conscious mindset, is a team player, is spiritual, is confident, is loving, loves to teach others. I said confident. High vibration, decisive, calm, tenacious. I'm just giving you guys some passionate, healthy, inspiring. I used to, when I started my business, want to help take care of everybody with their health. And then I realized, my perfect business partner is healthy. They're not healthy. They're available. They feel strong and they're ready to go play with me right now. So just be really clear about your perfect business partner. This is when you really want to put your entrepreneur hat on and own your business. If you owned a different business, like whatever it is that you're passionate about, let's say Maria was in HR. Let's say she owned a recruiting business. Would she just want to partner up with any Tom, Dick, and Harry and have them come in and be a recruiter with her in her business? No, she'd be interviewing them. She'd be really picky about who she was going to align herself with and who she want to partner with. You guys, it's with 5 business partners, we can make it to the tippy top of this company. We're going to attract 25 to 35 to be elite distributors to find our 3 to 5, right? However, why not be attracting the ones that we want? Because it's our business. All right, so you open up your brochure, and on the top left comes the second question. The second question is, what makes my perfect business partner tick? T-I-C-K. What makes my perfect business partner tick? Meaning, what turns them on? What excites my perfect business partner? If you were looking for, so I put, loves building a successful team, loves building a high performance team, loves making a difference in the world, loves to be of service and help the whole team, loves being a member of a productive team, loves being an entrepreneur, empowering others, being my business partner. So whatever turns them on and makes them tick, write that. And then on the top right hand of your brochure comes the third question. And that third question is, what do I want my perfect business partner to expect from me? What do I want my perfect business partner to expect from me? And again, this is all personal. If we had time, I'd love to hear what everybody's putting on their lists, and I know you'll keep working on this. But, you know, I'm expecting my perfect business partners to expect honesty, that I'm present, that I'm available for weekly coaching calls, that I'm going to go upline, I'm going to go to my support team if I don't have an answer, that I'm not just going to just guess or give them my best answer. I want them to trust that that's what I'm going to do. I want them to expect that I'm going to have clear, healthy boundaries, that I'm going to be on time, that I'm going to be flexible. Whatever it is that you want, what you want your perfect business partners to expect from you, that's what you put there. Then you fold up your paper and you go to the back side of it. And this last question is, what do I need to improve or enhance to attract my perfect business partners? What do I need to improve or enhance to attract my perfect business partner? So you could also say, what personal qualities can I enhance to attract my perfect business partner? This is very personal, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to look at the answers to number 3, and you're going to take an inventory of yourself. And you're going to be honest and say, okay, you know, to really be honest, then maybe what I need to enhance in myself is vulnerability. I need to be willing to say what's on my mind and really stand up and ask for what I need, or be more honest in a relationship, or less fearful of confrontation, or be willing to go into a conversation that wouldn't be necessarily comfortable. Whatever it is that it is for you, this is where we're going to improve. And it sets up areas for us to focus and have our goals for the year. So that's pretty much, I can go into more detail or answer any questions, Maria, but I want to be sensitive to the time. We've been about 30 minutes now. So I just want to say thank you so much for the time in the space. There's so much more I could share with you guys. There are a lot of great tools. If you're into the law of attraction, or you want to learn more about the law of attraction, I recommend, if you haven't watched this, you can see it online. It's a movie called The Secret. I have it in DVD in mine, so you can see it's got like scribble on it. My kids, I watched this so many years ago. It's crazy. This is like near and dear to my heart. This is a treasure to me. I love seeing the images of the movie, which you can just see it online for free. There's also a book, if you like to read the words, you can get that. I also am a huge fan of Esther and Jerry Hicks, Ask and It Is Given, The Law of Attraction. For over a decade, I've been looking at that. Shakti Gawain, Gawain, does these creative visualization exercises, which are great if you want guided meditation, to just help you get into the visualizing and letting go. And Joe Vitale, The Secret of Attracting Money. So I'm telling you, that everything is there for you to have the most amazing year with ease and grace. You just got to conceive it and believe it, and then use these tools to manifest it. And I can't wait to hear about all the amazing things that are going to happen for you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Marcy, helping us with, developing our vision board. I've forever and ever, I've had a vision board, and it's amazing the things that I've put on it that have come to fruition. So behind me I bought this big, huge thing, and there's my vision board. It has words, it has pictures, it has just so much on it, and I can't even tell you how many times that that I looked at it after the fact and said, "Oh my goodness, it was on my board and I didn't even know." Like one of our trips to Hawaii, I had never been to Hawaii, but the exact scene where the dolphins, we had about 200 dolphins that swam by us, and I think you're part of that because you can talk to animals or sense them and connect with them. But my vision board has an area that looks exactly like that area where those dolphins were. So I am so attached and so believe in vision boards. And it was funny because I was talking to someone today who doesn't like vision boards. She gets overwhelmed. And so a business coach told her that doesn't work for her. She needs to visualize it. So I just want to mention that, because if you don't connect with putting things on pictures and looking at them and you're kind of rolling your eyes, it's just not for you, that's okay. There's a different method, and you just need to find what is your method. You know, is it something visual, or is it just visualizing, or is it just writing down words, right? Does that work better for you? So in all of this, you've got to find what resonates with you. If something doesn't connect with you, then there is other ways, right? There's other ways to attract what you want into your life, into your business. So this is just one tool. It's a beautiful tool you shared with us. I'm so grateful.
Two, the attraction plan and the vision board, two different tools, completely different.
Yes, one is writing them down and one is seeing them visually. Yeah.
You know, I'm glad you said that, Maria. You know, I also have something where I actually wrote it all out too. So if you haven't created whatever it is that you want, you can just write it out almost like you're journaling that it's already happened. And there's a great book, What to Say When You Talk to Yourself, that teaches you how to use your words in present tense. It will help you with the actual words to manifest in a more powerful way. I will recommend that to everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely. We talked about on the Monday morning call writing a future gratitude letter. So
yes, I love that idea that you had. That was so awesome.
Yeah, so dating it in the future and just writing down all the things that happen. And you can do short term. You want to play around with it, you can do a gratitude letter for next week, right? If there's something you want big this week, right? Something you want really big, then write down a letter, date it Monday and say, thank you so much. I'm so grateful that whatever came into my life that I was waiting for, that call, that check, that something. I just talked to someone yesterday who wants to go to South Carolina Elite Academy, doesn't have her ticket or her airline ticket, but doesn't have the money. So I said, let's go, let's manifest the money. Start writing every day, thank you for that check coming in, or you don't know where it's going to come from. Like I've done the law of attraction without knowing it was a law of attraction since I was in my 20s. You said something that triggered a memory of back in my 20s, something that someone taught me that I've employed all my life, and I just realized that it was always the law of attraction that I was using from way back then. And so many things that I've wanted in my life have come to me in my life. So, and we have a couple of other experts on here that with time, we're going to have them share some of their knowledge. We have a new doctor in our business, Dr. Jeffrey Fannin, that's on here. He's worked with people. He's in a movie. I can't remember the name of the movie right now. Maybe you can unmute yourself and tell us, but he's neuroscientist. He's actually worked with some of the people that you've mentioned, and he's measured in the brain. He's done brain mapping and measured and seen how these things are true and how they can, how this law of attraction absolutely does work. And so we will have him on a future call to give us some other techniques that he has.
It's fun to kind of play a game, and just, sometimes I just look at this whole business like it's a big board game, right? And it can just be a lot of fun discovering. If you've never played with this before, just give it a whirl. Why not? What do you have to lose? It just might change your life, and you might have a lot of fun playing.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, everyone. Have a blessed night and a blessed week, and we will see you next Sunday.
Thank you, Maria. Thanks, everybody. Love you all.
Marcy. That was fantastic.
Thank you, Lori. Love you.
Love you.